Hello everybody. Today I'm gonna do another video on my Goldhawk, Super Goldhawk fluorescent light, and I thought I'd do a video showing you what's inside. Yes, and of course we're gonna take this plate off, and I'm gonna show you how this light's wired up inside. Of course I've taken the screws out, so all we gotta do is lift up on the plate, and the plate will come right up. You actually have to squeeze the fixture in to get the plate out. You see the inside that plate there's a little divot which goes into that little indentation there. Okay, so the plate will come right off. Okay, now we'll take a look in here. Inside here is all of the wiring. This is generally the guts of this light. The inside of a one-way function fluorescent light. Here we have the terminal block. This is where the mains wire goes in to this part here. The blue is negative. The green is the earth, and the brown is the positive. Okay. This here is the ballast. This is for a 40 watt lamp because this is a Super Goldhawk. It suits the T12, which are 40 watt. This is for a 40 or 36 or a 13 watt LED lamp. And of course it's made by APCO. And of course this ballast was made in Australia. Best part, the Australian ballasts are good quality. Of course you have your wires. You got brown and blue. Here you got the lamp holder. These two wires go into this lamp holder here. Of course this part is where the screw goes in for the plate to stay put. Of course there's your ring for the strap. Okay, you can't see the extension feet. The extension foot's right there. You can see it there. Had on with double-sided tape. Okay, so those two wires there go into the lamp holder. Here we have the switch. This is how the switch is wired in. See those two nuts there hold the switch on, and the two wires go into the switch there. Of course you can see the plug and the cable holders. So that's how the switch is held in. This screw here goes into, that side goes into the terminal block, and that one there goes into the other lamp holder. Here is the starter receptacle. The starter, which is this thing here, just goes in there, will go in there, and flip in there like that. Okay, so that's generally how we show it. There's the other ring for the strap. And of course you can see where the other extension foot is. Okay, and of course same mount. There's the big lamp holder. That's why it's called a Super Goldhawk. Called a super big. You got the super lamp holders. If you've seen my fluorescent tube video, I used this fitting, and you may have seen it with a T12. Okay. Now this light is similar to the water element light, and of course you can see my earth element light there. That's getting painted now, so it's got the same internals. The earth element light. If you can take a look at it there. Same internals. It's got no terminal block. I've got to buy a terminal block for it. So that one's kind of like the Goldhawk, except it's not a super, it's just standard, so you can't use T12, mainly suited for T8. Of course you can see the first bit of paint on the plate, a green part. The top and bottom have to get painted brown, except they haven't got brown paint. I'll have another video on that light coming up separately. Okay, so that light will be next, and of course I had to put a sticker on there, so that way when I spray painted this thing, it would not go for that hole. Go inside. Of course, I did get a little bit of paint on the wires though. So those two nuts hold the switch on. So that's the switch terminals there. You can see how it's wired there. And there, this is your terminal block where your mains wire comes through, just this black part here, and your ballast. So that's generally what's inside of a one-way function fluorescent light. I'll show you the White Hawk next up, and I'll show you what the inside of a two-way function light is. And yeah. So it's got screw terminals. To get those wires out, if you need to replace, you press a screwdriver in there which presses a retainer, and those wires will come right out. Okay, of course you got your cable holders. Okay, so that was an in-depth look at my Super Goldhawk fluorescent light. Now to get the plate on, you have to line up those little divots on the side of the plate there with these indentions there. So those divots line up, and then those help give the plate a little more extra support. Then you just push it down so it clips in, then the plate will stay on. And of course the screws, you want to finger tighten them first, because if you cross thread these screws you're in trouble. And of course the light, we checked this light before that it's completely unplugged. That's another safety advice. Before you open up the light, make sure it's unplugged or the power is turned off. Now you want to finger tighten this up first. Now that screw there is brand new. This one here is an old one. Okay, so yeah, I got to get a new screw. the iPad does not go out that far because it's plugged in. Now remember, you want to finger tighten it, and you have to be careful not to cross thread it. Okay, now that's a flathead screw. Now that's a flathead screw there. That one there is a Phillips Plus flathead screw. Okay, so then you grab your screwdriver and you tighten the screw. Now you have to remember, you got to turn it clockwise to tighten it. Anti-clockwise loosens them. Now once you tighten down those screws, that plate will stay put. Basically, those screws don't really do anything. They're just holding the plate in place. Then you give the plate a tug to make sure it stays on. And then you grab your tube. Oh, before I put that tube in, I've got to put the starter back in. And then remember, now this is a preheat LED tube. If you may have heard, that needs to have the starter, similar to my, if you saw it. Now I used the Rapid Start LED tube, my fluorescent tube video. And that one didn't need to start, but this one does. There. Okay, and then this light's all back together again. So I hope you enjoyed the inside of looking inside my Super Gold Hawk, and that'll be it.